Hey folks, my name is Dave. Welcome to our fabrication shop here at NTD Racing. If you haven't heard the good news, Langmuir Systems just released their CrossFire XR, their larger plasma cutting table system. Okay, first off, let me ask you, if you like this video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. If you are interested in this table or the CrossFire Pro, check out my link in the description below or go into www.ntdracing.com. You can also use the discount code NTDRacing at Langmuir Systems. If there's something I've missed in this video, please add it in the comments below for everybody else to see. Or if you just want to compare your order numbers with other folks, you can add that in the comments also. No one has really seen one of the actual tables yet. So what this video is going to be is what I have gleaned from looking at their webpage. And then I just want to compare it to the CrossFire Pro, let you know what the differences that I see and why they are a big deal. A lot of stuff to talk about. Let's get to it. So you get to Langmuir Systems page now, and now they have learn more about the CrossFire XR, and it takes you right to raw numbers. My favorite thing. Talk to me about what it's going to cost to get it into my shop. You're going to get the CrossFire XR now at their special price for the first batch at $5,995. With the fire control, you're going to get this touch screen. You have to decide, are you going to get the razor weld from them, or are you going to get the Hypertherm? What plasma cutter are you going to go with? Most of them will work with the system. I've used the razor weld. I'm thinking about maybe going back with the same one. Let me know in the comments what you plan to do. If you want to have it assembled, they will do it for you for almost $1,500, and you can go pick it up from Conroe, Texas, or you can have it delivered, and it says down here, estimate that between $600 and $900. Let's talk about what that means in real dollars to get it into at least my house, and probably close to what it'll cost to get it into your house. So here are the numbers as far as I see it, and comparing it to the CrossFire Pro. This is what it cost me to get these things into my house and what I expect the XR to get into my house. Here's the price of the table. No more paying for torch light control. That is part of the XR. There's maybe $400 of savings. You got the razor weld 45. If you want to get that, that's going to add $995, which I think is a good price for a plug-and-play plasma cutter, which is, I think, just getting better. Maybe not a Hypertherm, but it's still a pretty good cutter there. A little more expensive for the shipping. This is going to be a lot bigger. I think 700 pounds just for the frame of this thing. And then when I calculated in my crazy California taxes and San Diego taxes, yeah, I pay more in taxes. That's about what I think it's going to cost based on what I paid before. And that brings you to $8,495.56 is what I think it's going to cost for me to get it into my house. It might be different based on your taxes and how much shipping is going to cost for you, but probably pretty close to that. Don't forget to add, I am an affiliate. If you add NTD Racing into the discount code, it should give you a discount. Maybe not on the initial deposit, but it should give you a discount when you actually go and buy the table. What I want to talk about on this video is compare and contrast this old CrossFire Pro with the new CrossFire XR and some of the things that they did to really improve the quality and the performance of their machine. First off, overall size is obvious. This one has a 48 by 33 inch table cutting size compared to the new one with a 48 by 96 inches. So getting rid of some of the need for doing any index cutting unless you have a really big cut to do. Second is just the overall sturdiness of the table. This table is sturdy. Even though I have rollers on it, I have put a half sheet, so a 4x4 of 1/4 inch plate in here with no problems in a full water table. The new one obviously looks much more robust and claims it can take a 1 inch thick sheet of plate in the table. That is a massive amount of weight, plus 66 gallons of water. Second is just overall construction for the owner. And these gussets, you've probably heard me talk about it if you watched my previous videos, is how difficult it was to put these gussets in. As opposed to the gussets, I'm a big fan of the way it appears they're putting this table together with large sheets, making the table very rigid. What I will be interested to see is how this seam right here is connected. It does appear as if there are some bolts on the back side, and this will be something down there rigid, holding those sheets all together and making this whole system very rigid. So the water table on the old CrossFire Pro came in the mail as two separate pieces, and you had to basically fasten the two together. And there's a lot of people that didn't like it. I had zero problems with mine. I used RTV sealant, and the two went together fine. So what you can see on this water table is I think it's the same. I still think you're going to have those seams. There'll just be more of them when you got to put this thing together. I don't think it's a big deal, however. One thing they do talk about is the structural water table, where they have, it looks like a stronger lip around the water table, which they intend to let you use that to slide pieces of metal onto and off of the table, which I think will be a big help, especially considering the larger pieces of metal you're going to be able to put on this table. A lot of lessons must have been learned on the electronics for the new table. Here is the Langmuir Systems CrossFire Pro box. And one of the things that they were having issues with was noise from the USBs. They sent us some of these Cokes here to get rid of some of the noise. And there was a lot of other steps that they used to get rid of noise. Let's take a look at the electronics for the CrossFire XR. So one of the things they're talking about really working on with this system was getting rid of the noise that you would get from the USBs. And you can tell they've integrated a lot of stuff into this container such that there are less different boxes that are doing all the functions like, say, torch height control. In this case right here, you have the on and off for the torch. And right next to it now, the torch height control appears to be inside this control box. Underneath that wire, I think that is the initial height sensing. And then right next to it is something new that wasn't on the last system, and that is the limit switches. And that'll be pretty cool. I'll talk about that here in a second. And then you have the, just like on the CrossFire Pro, you have one channel for the X axis because you got one stepper for that. But then you got the Y axis 1 and 2 because you have 2 steppers for that. The Z axis controller right there. And then also something new is the status lights. And I'll really be interested to see how useful that is once you start putting the table to use. So let's take a quick look at the X and Y motion of the CrossFire Pro. What you have are these bearing blocks which slide up and down on both sides on these 2-inch square tubes. There is a stepper motor, 2 of them on the Y axis and 1 of them on the X axis. This is a great design. The only thing that I have issues with at times is every time the razor weld or your plasma cutter, whatever it is, fires and it pierces, it showers these rails with all those things that come off a plasma cutter when it fires. So they are exposed, and it does require you cleaning them, and some people have made some sweepers for these rails. On the Z axis, you can see this thing also gets showered with debris and water during the cut, and it takes constant cleaning to keep that thing operating over a long period of time. So this picture here that they provide us shows us some really cool details. One is that those square tubes from the CrossFire Pro have now become round tubes for the guides on there. Might be easier to clean off. I don't know. We'll see how those things work and what mechanism it is that guides up and down those tubes. What I think is really cool is you see underneath here now is tucked away those lead screws and not exposed to all the stuff that's coming off as the torch is firing. It's also the same for the gantry and the X-axis. You can see that that lead screw now is pretty well tucked up in there and maybe not as exposed to water and some of the stuff that comes off the torch when it fires. Now taking another look at this status light bar, we see how this cover is going to do a really good job covering the delicate parts inside the Z-axis. For the motion on the X and the Y axes, they are both the same. You have this nut, which is a fixed nut, and then the steppers turn this lead screw, and then the gantry moves back and forth either on the X or on the Y axis. I've often said that if you wanted to, all you had to do is really change the length of this lead screw and you could lengthen the table to as long as you really wanted. And if you were cutting maybe say 1/4-inch plate where you're going to be moving this lead screw very slowly, that'll be fine because it doesn't spin that fast. But once you start cutting, say, like 16 gauge steel, and this thing is really spinning fast, that's where you start to get some whipping from that lead screw, and that is a problem. So now you can see the difference in having the nut rotate as opposed to the lead screw rotate. Now this lead screw is going to be longer than 8 feet long. You're not going to get that whipping action. And it also gives this thing the ability to cut at 400 inches per minute as opposed to the CrossFire Pro's maximum of 300 inches per minute. And if you extended the CrossFire Pro, there's no way you're going to get to 300 inches per minute because that lead screw will be going crazy. And this fixes that problem. This was something that was subtly mentioned in the description of the XR, that it has limit switches. Well, what's that all about? There's some limit switches in the X axis, and I've talked about that before. But what they are talking about is limit switches to the motion of the Y and the X axis. And what happens here on the CrossFire Pro, or if you keep running it, if you're jogging it around, it will run into things. So for example, this slider right here, this gantry will slide all the way across, and it'll run into this nut on the X axis, or it'll come all the way back and it'll run into this block back here on the Y axis if you don't stop it. So they gloss over this in the description, and I think it's a big deal being a CrossFire Pro owner, because I'm sure like most of you guys out there, you have run your machine into its limits before. And then now here on the Y axis, you can see the limit switch. And then on the X axis, you can also see one of the limit switches, which are going to keep you from running the machine into its limits and potentially damaging those stepper motors. If you have seen my previous video, you heard me talking about the torch height control and how it is a $400 add-on to the Langmuir Systems CrossFire Pro. Now on the XR, it is standard. It comes with all the machines. What a great deal for this amazing system they put together. And it is still going to be plug and play with the razor weld, except this time, as opposed to a hand torch, you're going to have to use a machine torch on the XR. I really like that Langmuir Systems has taken some time to think about the user interface and dedicating a 21.5-inch touchscreen computer to the system, which to me that means I don't have to carry around my laptop anymore and chance dropping it while I'm going from my desk down to the plasma table. I can just go ahead and send those files down there and cut from there. But one of the understated things, which is on the website, it's hard to find it, is the mention of this pennant right here, which means to me, when I'm normally cutting, I am not standing at my computer. I'm kind of standing over the cut, watching what's happening. I've got a pair of pliers in my hand in case I got to grab a tip up or something like that. And if something happens, I got to run back to the computer and tell it to stop. And now with the pennant in my hand, I can actually right from there tell it to pause or stop and save the cut or whatever I got to do. I think it's a nice feature, and I look forward to seeing how that works with the whole system. Let's talk about a little bit about cable management. What they have on the CrossFire Pro, and this thing works fine, is this pole that goes up almost to the roof of my garage. It's 8-foot tall ceilings, and then drops back down to the torch, the initial height sensing, and also the Z-axis stepper motor. And that works just fine. However, it's a little bit cumbersome. It gets in the way of my cabinets back here as I try to open those. On the new XR, what you can expect is drag chains, basically where it is going to hold the Y and the X axis cables all inside these chains, make it a lot cleaner and also I think a lot more efficient in the way it'll operate. All right, not everybody agrees with me on this point, but I have always been very pleased with the technical support from Langmuir Systems, whether it comes from the company on their forums, how they attack problems like there was with the razor weld or torch height control or the noise from the USB. They posted bulletins on their forums, and I thought they were excellent, very easy to follow, and they fixed all of my problems. Or just the amazing support that you get from other CrossFire Pro or CrossFire owners. There's just thousands of them out there. They're great people, and they all want to help. And then something else which is really cool that it looks like they're going to start doing is, for those people who need visual or somebody to kind of walk them through, is they're going to have, you'll have access to the engineering team via phone and video appointments. I found this little blurb off of Facebook, and that was the only place I found that, but it looks like that's coming, which should help a lot of folks out. Clearly, this table by Langmuir Systems is going to be next level as they take all the lessons they learned from the 10,000 plus CrossFire Pro tables that they made and apply to this new XR. If you have the room to fit it in your shop, I think it's a no-brainer. You're not going to find a price like this on a full 4x8 table anywhere else in the market, especially with the capability and the background at Langmuir Systems. If you like what you saw in this video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe. NTD Racing is the discount code, or you can find that information in the description below or go into our website at www.ntdracing.com. Hope to see you in the next episode. Take care of yourself.